Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Chris Loves Comics. It's Friday. I hope you guys are having a good weekend so far. Today I'm going to be going over my books that I got for this week. There was a lot of filler, there were a lot more downs than ups when it came to some of the books, but we'll go through them. As always, I'd like to start off by saying thank you very much to everyone who subscribed to me. It really means a lot to me, but with that out of the way, let's begin with the filler. Batman and Robin annual. I couldn't finish the rest of it because I was just so bored. And a book that I thought would have been good because I've loved every single issue, but annuals I know are different. World's Finest, Batman and Superman. This was also another snooze fest. Next up, Trinity special. I loved the stories, but I think this book is a reprint of a bunch of other Trinity stories, which, I didn't realize until after I read it, and it's $6, so save your money. A book that I've been liking, but I feel like more issues have become more filler, and that's World Tree issue number 7. I mean, I'll read issue number 8, but I feel like the story's starting to take a little bit of a downturn. And a book that I couldn't get past like the third page was Moon Man by Kid Cudi. I guess a lot of people are saying this is a slow burn, but I feel like if you're doing a first issue of a book, you should, try to grab the reader. And but that's my opinion. And next up, I do love this cover though. The sort of homage to Dead Alive. This is the Ribbon Queen issue number 7 of 8. We're getting close to the end of this series by Garth Ennis. This has been a pretty good horror story. And if you're a fan of gore, Jason Burrows is on art, and yeah, that is it kind of has like a Hellraiser vibe to it, which I like. That's one of my favorite horror movies by Clive Barker, but this has been pretty good. A book that's been, I mean, I'm still waiting to see it, but Avengers Twilight by Chip Zdarsky and Daniel Acuna. This was pretty okay. I would probably give this a B minus. It's continuing the story with Captain America trying to gather some defenders. We still don't know what's going on with H Day. What happened during that time? It seems like the whole country's under martial law against superheroes, and looks like Tony Stark's son is one of the main antagonists of the heroes, and it's pretty much Captain America and Luke Cage trying to gather people to their cause, and at the end, they're gonna recruit Tony Stark. So this was solid. I'll give it. I mean, it's a 6 issue miniseries. I'll probably finish the rest of it, even if it doesn't turn out to be the best. A book that's been a lot of fun. I mean, there's no real story to it, but it's just a bunch of good action and violence. That's The Incredible Hulk by Philip Kennedy Johnson and Nick Klein on art. This is issue number 8. Some good old fashioned like Hulk, Hulk and Ghost Rider action. I do love the colors and the art by Nick Klein. This is really outstanding. If you love horror, this book is definitely up your alley. Uh, you see Ghost Rider with a bazooka, and he has a little kid in that the seat that's on the side of the motorcycle. But this has been fun. It seems like Hulk is just he's going through the bayou trying to find this sect of sort of like, I don't know if they're devil worshippers or if they're following a deity, but there's great violence in this book, and there's just good old Hulk action as the Hulk can only deliver. I gave this book an A minus. This was very well done. Next up, we have Local Man issue number 9. This is by Tim Seeley, and Tony Fleeks is on art. This book has been great throughout. You're getting a little bit of a backstory that Crossjack's girlfriend, like long lost girlfriend Inga, seems like she has from the last issue she was sort of talking with this entity, and we find out that she isn't all that she's cracked up to be. She's part of this organization that's out to the either killing superheroes or, but she's definitely turned a corner. You thought like she would get back with Crossjack, but then she summons this sort of water elemental, and yeah, it looks like the town's in trouble, and hopefully Crossjack can save the town. But this has been a really well done book. I'm excited for, like, I don't really show ads, but if you loved Stray Dogs, I guess they're coming out with the cat version called Feral. Now, if you've never read Stray Dogs, this is also for horror fans as well too. Stray Dogs is like my best description would be like Disney's Lady and the Tramp and Silence of the Lambs. It's a very intense book, and it's very well drawn too. I'm excited for Feral. And a book that has been great. This is issue number 3. I think we're going on issue 3 of 7 of Batman Offworld. This is Jason Aaron's title with Batman in space. He's adrift in space. He's trying to get home. I do love the cowl and sort of the just the cowl look. It looks awesome. And he's fighting this alien boss. And there's some like really great art in this book. Like I really love this splash page. It's just really well done. But if you haven't gone up to this point yet, the trade will always be available. I would highly recommend getting the trade. But this has been a great read, and definitely my book of the week would have to go to Duke, issue number 2 of 6 by Joshua Williamson. And Tom Riley on art. Shout out to Tom Riley for being a Rhode Island. I'm from Rhode Island and being a Rhode Island resident. So Flint goes to meet Duke, and he can't remember the girl he's had fun with. There's a lot of great humor in this book, and you find out that Duke is an enemy of the state, but the Joes are coming to get him in the form of I don't know if you remember Rock and Roll. He was a heavy demolitions expert and heavy machine expert. And then you also have another buddy in the form of Falcon. I'm sorry, not Falcon, Stalker. My bad. Falcon's a different person. But this is great. Like this is a great homage to G.I. Joe. They even refer to the pit. If you ever had the G.I. Joe toys, that's where you had you would always put your prisoners and stuff like that. But they are captured by the Joes, Duke and Flint, and they have a cellmate. You may remember her. This was a great surprise at the end with Baroness. I thought this was fantastic. I'm really loving the Energon universe. What Image is doing with the 3 books, Void Rivals, Transformers, and Duke. G.I. Joe is its own. People have asked if G.I. Joe is part of the Energon universe. It's its own separate thing, but it's been great so far, and I'm really looking forward to that. There's like I said, there was a few good books, but most of them was just filler. It was kind of a disappointing week, but hey, yeah, it happens. All right, everyone, and that's it for this week. Thank you very much for watching. If this is your first time watching, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. I'm also going to put a link in the description down below of a lot of my friends who also do videos like this. In my opinion, they do it a better job than I do, but they're really great people, and give them a listen. I think you'll like what they put out. All right, have a great weekend, everyone. Take care. Bye bye.